Okay, so right now I'm gonna show you guys how to do the Pico de Gallo. I think we can start by cutting the tomato. So this tomato, we're gonna cut this stem part, this middle center part off, just by rotating. You can just keep your right hand, the knife hand still, and just rotate the tomato. This part out. Oh, no, just go on to chopping the tomato. We want like big pieces of tomato, diced. We don't want finely diced. We want just roughly diced. So if you cut a tomato in 5, that works. But we're just gonna use, we're just gonna use all of it. So see how fine they are? Honestly, that's pretty much it for pico. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna add all the tomato to a bowl. Okay, now we can go for onion. I'm gonna use 1/8 of an onion. So for 1/8 of an onion, I'll just take the bottom and the top part off. We can use that for stock. And just take the outer layer, same thing. It's really good. And then we can use everything else. So the onion we really want fine diced, not like the tomato. We want to really fine diced. Really, if you're gonna spend like 2 minutes chopping this, maybe 2 minutes chopping onions, because we don't want to bite into a big chunk of onion, right? Especially like raw onion. Make sure your finger is never in the way of the blade. That's why I like putting my hand on top of the knife. Besides, it gives me a little bit of balance. I don't want to get cut. Okay, this looks good. Really fine. Yeah, it's awesome. So we're gonna add that with the tomato, same bowl, same thing. This. Okay, everything's coming together. Up next, we got the lime. This lime's a little bit, it was like refrigerated. I just took it out of the fridge. So what we can do is just roll it a little bit, so all the juices come out. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna use a quarter of lime. And then you can use a strainer or just your hands so we make sure there's no seeds. So right now we're gonna do jalapeno. Just take the top part off. Just cut it in half. Because I'm doing only 1/8. No, yeah, I'm gonna cut it in half again. And half again. Here, what you're gonna do is take this part off, the center part off. Make sure there's no seeds. And this one, you want as fine as the onions, maybe even finer, okay? So I'm gonna do strips first. Very fine strips. Very fine strips. And then really, here, very small dice. Very fine. This is very spicy, so You don't want to touch your face, rub your fingers in your face, your mouth, your eyes, nothing like that after you're cutting this. So make sure you don't do that. Really, it's gonna stay in your hands for like 1 hour. Even after you wash it, it's gonna stay in your hands, so watch out. Now, I'm gonna use 1/8 of a cilantro. If you don't have cilantro, you can use parsley. Also, if you don't have like white onions, you can use red onions, for example. But the original pico is white onions. I mean, I love red onions. They're a little bit more sweet and nicer. Yeah. Here, just a little bit, just small quantity for. And just what I like doing first is just cutting this way and this way. We also want it really fine, but and then I just go to town. I just really go for it. Now they occupy that less volume, just easier. Never put, like again, never put your hands in the middle of the blade, on the blade of the blade. Good, so we can add this to the same bowl. There we go. Really, because it's almost like a salad, it's okay if some bits are a little bit bigger. It's really okay. Okay, last but not least, the lime. So this is a quarter of a lime. This lime doesn't have many seeds, but still, you can use a strainer or just your hands. And really just squeeze all that lime in. If you're gonna use a spoon to squeeze the lime, just go for it. But, or even like tongs, whatever you need. That's pretty much it. So, what I'm gonna do, last step. So last step, after we have the lime, the tomato, the cilantro or parsley, and the onions, and the jalapeno, we're gonna just mix everything together. Really, look at this. Realize everything mixed together. And then because of the lime properties, you can use lemon too. It's gonna cook a little bit of everything. Because of its acidity, it's gonna cook a little bit of everything, and then we're gonna leave this resting, refrigerating for 30 minutes. 30 minutes in the fridge, and then it's good. It's good to eat. This is pico. And then we also have the pico. Pico de Gallo, which is a Mexican dish as well. It's almost like a salad. We got big chunks of tomato, the cilantro, the onion, and the lime, making all that flavor. You can use any type of tomatoes. The ones that are not as juicy are the better because they hold shape. And you can use red onions if you like it a little bit more sweet. You can use parsley instead of cilantro. Honestly, you can use lemon instead of lime. There's a lot of room to change that dish a little bit. Yeah, you can use that for fillings, for toppings, for garnish, anything. In tacos, tortillas, burritos.